All right, so I was making comments on this design last time, and I talked about bringing this to the right, and most likely bringing this down as well, so it doesn't distract this. Apart from that, everything seems fine, except this might be falling up into the yes code as well. Here, the text, because of the type of text, so it would be nice to change this type of text to make it something more readable, because it's a lot. For this, the location of this thing is weird. It should either like be over this or, but here it feels like you're trying to call attention to something that is not necessarily supposed to be. Do you get? So, okay, yeah, peace.
Okay, I'm so sorry to interrupt. Maybe when you're done with this particular design, I remember that, on Monday you started correcting. You corrected like 2, 3 designs before this, but it kept dragging, so we couldn't hear you from the very start. So if you could go back to those when you're done with this.
Okay, I'll do that. All right. So yeah, so it feels like when you see this, it looks like putting this thing here feels like we are trying to do a demarcation between this and this, which obviously is not the case. So either remove this or keep this to be, just where it is. And for uniformity's sake, like if you want to do this, let it be uniform. So this feels like it's just here, right? And then this is going all through. And then the sizing is just very different. Here, the size we're using is like 47. And then here it's 32.6. And then here is 45. And then here is 38.3, right? So it should be uniform, right? Same challenge here. The location is sharp here, right? You can see top left, but here it doesn't seem to be. So it should be, because the presentation, you want to keep things uniform. Then this is not centralized to the middle. For a presentation, because we already have a style, you want to stay true to the style already. So if you've been keeping everything to the right alignment, right alignment, right alignment, right alignment. Besides, you can see that the alignment is not the same. Here it feels very close. Then here the text is far. Then here the text is far again. Then here the text is much farther. And then here it's centralized. Right? For uniformity's sake, let everything be uniform on every page because it's a presentation. You want people to have a proper flow when you're transitioning from page to page. Okay. Then here you see we're doing right alignment. So if you're doing something like this, obviously you should keep it left aligned because you don't want to have that space between the dots and your actual text. Right? So I'll just move on. Merit beddings, this is logo, this is logo, right? Now you can see that there's more space here than here, and that's because this person's design is not the space between the edge of the text here, the lower end of the X height and the edge is not the same. That's why even when we centralize it, it's not going to fit. So now it's centralized, now it fits. Did you notice that? So that's something to watch out for. And then here, oh my, where is the alignment? Here. Okay, so I can see the alignment here. And the alignment here is just for everything. As I mentioned earlier that if you're align your text, many things are wrong here. The alignment is really off. The alignment is really off. So what you need to do is make your alignment sharp first. And then for hierarchy's sake, this should be along with all these steps. And for both hierarchy and proximity, you have name, title, then address, then phone number, right? So for proximity's sake, this should be here with all these ones, right? Because this is like contact information. And then why is Lekki on a separate line as opposed to being on the same line with them, right? And then everything here should then be aligned. And then you have the logo at the back. You don't need the logo here again. You already have the logo somewhere. So you might as well just keep this as simple as it should be. Right. So business cards are meant to be pretty simple. And to be honest, on Canva, I'll suggest you just edit a template, make it your own, make a few changes, but nothing too dramatic. You don't have to start from scratch for things like that. But I like this pattern, it's really nice. So yeah, the alignment is a big issue. You don't have to repeat your logo since you already have it at the back. And then here you need to align your text separately from the elements, right? Right, so you have www.merit berries, and then there's no space between merit and berries. It is a website link. So yeah, something like this, right? So I'm just going to leave that so you make the changes yourself. Okay. For well done, I like the design. Okay, so this is a different design. Merit berries. There seems to be a slight challenge here. I wonder what this white space is for. Also, I feel the alignment is it's not centralized, right? If you centralize this, right, it means that this should also be centralized. And when it's even if you centralize it, this place still feels off because of the text here. So there is the need. And then one more thing, I don't know why this is here, because it just feels like it's adding more chaos. So what you want to do is ensure that you have this, right? So now this is in the middle. Okay, and then this can work. Okay, so now it's much simpler. Yeah. And then here we already have the logo here. We don't need to have the logo here again. I wonder what this is because it doesn't look like a business card. So I'm not sure what this is. If this is a business card, then it should have a name and title. And for this design, you see, it's something I've mentioned a lot of times. Having your text too close to the edge is always a problem. Don't let your text be on the edge of your sheet, please. Bring your design inward, right? Don't let your text be on the edge of your sheet. And here we also have this box that is flushing with the edge of the sheet, which is not a problem. But then it feels like we have a conflict of shapes. So we have an angular shape and then we have this here. If you want to make this make sense, you might as well just do this, right? And then have this here, right? So this kind of works better and flows instead of having a box shape and then having this alignment. It just looks very tacky. I suggest you also remove this and then maybe bring this out. I don't know if this is a business card because if it's a business card, it should be named there. So I'm not very sure what the person was trying to achieve here, but that's my comment so far. Okay, for building access. Okay, I've made comments on this already. And this too. Business letterheaded paper, right? Shops foes, right? Now, I like this actually. It's very clean. My only challenge is that it might be too close to the edge. Although it's a comfortable space enough, but I suggest you bring it inward a little, right? Maybe just a little more. Okay, it's comfortable enough, but just on a personal note, I suggest it's more inward. And then you notice you'd see that there's no there should be some difference. So here, do sounds is the font that was used here, right? Uh, and then letterhead, and then this. So this should be. Is someone saying something? Okay, right. So, well, this is actually fine. Actually, on a basic level, everything is fine except Another thing I would suggest this should become shorter. So what that will mean will be bringing this down a little so that you can have more space here, and then making this longer. But if you don't do that, it's still fine. So it's just a personal comment. So yeah, that's good. Whether this is well done. Um, letterhead. Oh no, this is business card, I guess. Shop force. Okay, so I don't know what this is actually, but whatever it is, it looks fine. Address, location. Well, I feel like they should be together. Location and the address, location and the website, except it's serving a special purpose. I'm assuming this is a business card. So if it's a business card, then you don't have the address and the website together. Or maybe not together, but around the same side, separate from where you have the logo and maybe some other information that you should have. So I'm just going to move on from here.
It's the envelope. Oh, okay.
Oh, it's an envelope. Oh, I see, I see, I see. Okay, okay, okay. So it works then. Yeah, it works. It works. If it's an envelope, you might not need to have the address. So, but apart from that, yeah, it works. It works. It works. Hold on. Denim for everybody. I can see that this thing is not centralized very evidently. Let's see. So bring it to. First, you have to group it, right? So you group it, you can centralize the whole thing. Right. No, it's in center. Oh yeah, this is actually pretty decent. No drama, very simple, straight to the point, and clear. I like it. Well done. I'm assuming this is a social media template for graphics. Yeah. Okay, whatever it is. Yeah, but this looks fine, except this is still not centralized. So try to centralize it. Center. No. Same for this. Okay. Position. Center as well. Now it's in center. Okay. And then maybe you don't have your logo and then this one down. You might want to have your logo somewhere up. Right. And then this here. Or it still works either ways, but just another personal suggestion. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I love this multi-headed people. Just beautiful. No comments. I just love it. It's very good. Oh, this is well done. This is very beautiful. Okay, this is logo. Okay, so why did we have this and this together? Logo designer. Because I saw the letterhead. Femi, can you hear me? Okay, so I'll say you stick to one instead of using two of them. It's unnecessary repetition. So if you want to use this is fine, you can use this. If you want to use this is also fine, you can use this. Instead of having this and then having this beside it. Okay. So there's a conflict of what the logo is here, right? I can't tell exactly what the logo is. Is this the logo or is this the logo? Okay, so I think we need to answer that question first of all, because it's a conflict. We need to pick one of the two of them. Um,
I think the one with the circle is the logo.
What's this?
No, the other one.
Yeah, so if that's the logo, then what is this?
I don't know.
Anyway.
Maybe the owner.
So whoever this is, obviously, you know what's wrong. So figure out what your logo is, and then we can work on that.
The one with the circle is the logo.
So why did you have both of them together on the letterhead? I mean, on the envelope design.
The envelope. No, I did just that one. I did the one with circle.
You did both of them. Let me show you. See.
No, that's how the name appears. That's how the person wants the name written. The shop first.
Yeah, I'm saying that your logo already has your name already. Do you understand?
Oh, okay. Okay. So
If
so
the way you want your name to be written, if the way you want your name to be written can be your logo in itself. Do you understand? It's
please say that again.
like I'm saying, like this could have been the logo in itself as a word mark.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand? So it's complicated. Imagine Coca-Cola designed their logo and then they now use Coca-Cola under.
Okay.
Do you see the repetition?
Yes.
Do you get? Because your logo has its name does not mean you're going to write the name separately again. If your logo has a name, there's no point writing the name again because it's double repetition. I mean, it's repetition, not double repetition, it's repetition. So figure out which is most important. Yeah, obviously, this looks like the logo. And then see, yes, select it. CEO seems terribly small compared to this, so I want to increase the scale.
The network is breaking. So
Yes, I started dragging again.
the network, oh, I thought it was just me.
Just about to say the same thing that it has started again.
So can you see what I'm doing?
Ah, village people, now when they reach my phone.
Yes, you can see.
And can you hear me?
You can hear me.
Yes.
Okay, good. So yeah, that's this, right?
Like,
It's breaking.
Oh, it's showing that I'm offline. So.
We can hear you, David, but it's dragging.
Okay, hold on. Let me see what's wrong. Okay. All right. So is it clear now?
Yes, it's
All
clear.
right. So, right, I've shown you what's up with that. Yeah, this is also fine. It doesn't feel like it's in the center. Yeah, it is. So good. Okay. First thing, right? Look at this, right? You can see your text, okay? You arrange your text very nicely. The only problem now is look at the space between the end of your text and the beginning of this box, the end of your text and the end of this box, and here, right? Because obviously you're centralizing everything. So it feels very weird that you have that much space under, and then you still have all of this as well. And then the last thing also is, remember you talked about your logo placement. This is not a proper logo placement. It needs to have equal distance between here and here. If you put your logo here, it feels weird, right? You need to have your logo in a space that has equal distance from horizontal distance to the edge of your board, and then vertical distance to the edge of your board, right? One more thing here is the alignment. And you don't need this white box because your text is going to show. Okay, I was going to put white box because of this. So let's just say you have the white box, right? I want you to be able to so this white box actually just feels awkwardly placed, right? It's not equidistant to anything. It's not in relation to anything. So it needs, and then you can see here, it feels like they are not aligned, even though you try to align them. So what you want to do is ensure that you align everything to the left, right? Align everything to the left, select all of them, position, then select left. Everything will be aligned. I've told you this so many times. I don't expect this kind of mistakes. So, and then you also want to start to adjust your, you see the distance between these two and the distance between this and this. This is feels like there's more space, obviously. And then you can see your icons are not centralized as well. Remember what I kept saying, these tiny details are the things that will separate you from a basic beginner designer. So you want to centralize them properly. Come to position center, right? Everything is center aligned. Then you need to drag this two up because they're too far away from this, right? And then you have this. Now that's done. The second challenge of this box in itself, it feels very awkwardly placed. So you want to move it into a location that has equal distance from the top to bottom compared to where it was, right? It still feels weird, but it's in a better place. Okay. So if you want to do something like this, right, it might be good to just do something like this that feels like it is dragging out of the sheet. All right. This will work better than what was here before, right? Just for the sake of making it look like it's stretching in from outside. All right. And then if you were going to do this right, it would have, let me see, it would have been nice for you to cover the whole page instead of just doing that, right? And then here we're going to change this to white address again, text black, because you can still see your text clearly. So select both of them, position, center align, right? And drag this down. Okay. This looks much nicer. And then for this, right? Change these icons and use proper icons so that you can change this text to white. There are three icons that you can change the color of for just to make this design really clean, right? So just change these icons to the proper icons and you can change the color to white and make it look clean, right? This design is very sweet. You just need to look good. But do you understand?
Yes.
All right. Summer series. This is a really nice design. This is, I love it. I love the colors. I love how they blend with the background as well. And this is actually pretty decent, except you're printing it. If you're printing it, you have a challenge here. But if you're not printing it, it works well for the internet because people will still see it. Okay. So yeah, this is fine actually. I have no comments. Can everyone still see me and hear me?
Yes, I hear you. I can see.
Okay, so CIA stores go back to black. I like this design actually. It's very delicious. I really like it. I would have suggested here to have to black on a different line. So you have something like this, go back to black, instead of go back to then black on that, right? And then here you can see that this is center aligned, then this is left and left aligned. So just to make it uniform, keep this left aligned, right? Okay. And there you go, right? So yeah, this is pretty good actually. I like this. Whoever did this well done. This is very nice. Okay, stay on page. No permission. No permission. No permission. No permission. All right, so I think I have some other designs that I want to show. Before I explain how the website thing works and how to do your portfolio. Okay. So I'm going to resume sharing my screen. Okay, so we have, can you see this design on my screen? Hello?
Yes, yes, we're here, David.
Great. All right, so here, mouse included. First challenge or problem or issue is it's literally touching the edge of this circle, which shouldn't be, right? So we either reduce this, so it's not touching the edge of that circle, and then reduce this together. It feels too big. Or you might as well do without this all together, right? But except if you want to keep this. Now here I have a challenge as well. We have this text up here, and then we have this whole strip for no purpose. So typically you should have this here, right? And this will most likely be white because okay, because you want it to be visible, right? And yeah, then the second challenge will be, well, there's space here, but of course some later header designs are like that, so it works fine. But then if you have something like this, you probably want to introduce a design element that uses up all the space. If not, it's just going to look weird. Okay, so yeah, that's up to you. So my suggestion will be to bring this down, obviously. Then position center, and then drag this down here. Or you might as well stick to what you had because it actually works. Introduce an element, or you can just leave it like that. Mouse closures, nice. I like this. Very, very nice. Why do we have? Okay, this is letterhead. This is envelope. Very nice. I like it. Very uniform. Ah, I saw something. Why do we have black? Well, yeah, black and white. Okay, it works. It works. Black for the icons. Band guidelines. Nice. All right. So,
It's cracking.
oh, it's cracking. Let me know when it's stable.
It's actually not cracking.
It's okay here.
It's perfect here.
I sure it's not your internet this time. Let me know when it's stable. Can you see me and hear me?
Yes. I can
Okay, I can hear you.
All right. So mouse has brand guideline. This is really sweet. I love it. I like the emojis as well. Very nice. Black and white. Is this the purple version?
Yes.
Yeah.
So why is it purple on purple? How would they see it?
I don't know.
I'm supposed to put a white background on that so that it will be clear. So just put a white rectangle on that for the sake of the shape. So something like this. And then drag this down. Okay. So yeah, that works. Okay. Yeah, I see, just like you did here, actually. Don't color, nice. Don't change the color, sweet. Don't change the font, beautiful. Color, text code, amazing. Behind colors, amazing, amazing, amazing. Maybe just a space between here and here, a little more. Yeah, I think that's perfect. Nice. 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 This is really good. Really good. Your client will be proud of you. Well done. Mousy clothiers, including brand. Here's which your fashion goals. You make the best corporate wears. Blah 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 blah. Nice, nice, nice. I would have expected to see some of the brand colors here. Right. This is the only place I can see the brand color and it's not popping. Okay, so um, maybe on the major text, and then maybe some of these elements should have that color. If not, something to just introduce that color and keep that color in our eyes and help us to register it with the brand. Okay. Yeah, but this is nice. So, exactly. So, I just beautiful. So you can make the comments all around. Right. So that's it. Does anyone have any questions? Okay, so no questions. Dara, do you have a question?
Oh no, I don't.
Okay, so we're going to go straight into developing your portfolio. And your portfolio is basically almost like making a presentation, right? I've shown you how to make a presentation already. And one of the reasons why, this journey from designing literally basic things up until here is that you are going to learn the basics of design, learn how to apply them. When you learn how to apply them, it's easy for you to design almost any other thing, okay? So what I want you to do is I'm going to share, I think this is how we're going to close. I'm going to share my personal portfolio on the WhatsApp group, and I need you to replicate it with your own works, right? I'm going to show you how to create a mock-up with your designs, all right? So let me show you how that works. Come straight to Canva, okay? So let me come to Canva okay? Can you see my screen?
Yes,
What's it showing?
it's showing, I think
Your
it says
browser.
Apple, blah, blah, blah.
All right.
Only your Apple
So,
page.
Canva, yeah? Now, when you create a design, okay, when you create a design, say this envelope, right? And you come to more, you see where you have apps and integrations. Okay, because I've done it, it's not going to show here. If you open your Canva, you should see smart mockups here. Open your Canva and check if it's there.
Please, what did you call it?
Smart mockups.
Map.
Yeah. Sorry, yeah, smart mockups. This. Okay, so check here. If you don't find it here, check here.
Sorry, how did you? Okay,
Have you seen it? Yeah, have you seen it?
I don't see the
Are you check? Where did you
I
check?
didn't see.
same place. More, under more.
Under more.
Yeah, under more.
Okay.
Yes, it's there.
It's not
Found it.
there.
Femi, have you found it?
No, it's not there.
No, it's not there.
Okay, have you checked up here?
Yeah, upward. Mhm.
Here, where this thing is.
Okay, let me check there.
Femi, can you see where I'm showing?
I will try it now. Let me check.
Has anyone seen it?
Yes, I've seen it.
Dara, have you seen it?
See, what's that sound?
The one playing it. When people were quiet, everywhere was dry.
Okay. I've seen
Okay,
it on
it's
my
there.
own
I've
side.
seen it. It's there. I've seen it.
Also is on smart mockup.
Dara, have you seen it?
Yes, yes.
Wait, it says I'm not opening.
Oh,
Why?
yeah.
Hey, Wahala. Is it because I'm on it?
Okay.
Oh no, I don't think. No, I think it's like Canva on my network. But I think one has opened now.
Okay. So what you do, just click on Smart Mockups, right? And then you click on Connect. Okay. Are you seeing this?
Yes.
Is it?
The next walk. Oh,
Is there a problem? Did you see what I did?
Yes. You click on connect.
Yeah.
Is it under share?
No, under this
No.
this thing here, this,
Those three dots
yeah.
beside download.
so are we doing that now?
Yeah. Well, if you don't want to do it now, I'm just showing you how to do it when you want to do it.
Okay,
Like,
so
I'm
do we
actually
now
using my
like
phone
log
now and
in?
I cannot find it.
You can't find it on your phone.
Are we supposed to log in?
Yeah, you're supposed to log in. Then you click connect. It's going to take you to smartmockups.com. You have to create an
Yes.
account.
Oh, yes.
So I have an account already. Let's go show you.
Okay.
Or you can just sign in with Google.
Okay. I think I've done mine.
Have you all done yours? Then you sign in with Google.
I've seen
What
it.
do you
Yeah.
do?
You seen it, yeah?
Sorry, David.
Yeah, I'm
sorry
hearing
to
you.
tell
Speak
you,
up.
but I can't find smart mockup.
Did you check both places?
David,
Did you check both places, both locations?
I've not seen mine.
Did you check in the both places I asked you to check? Hello?
That's
I'm
under
using
more
my
and
phone. I
what's the
think
second
that's
place?
why.
But
Sorry, what's the
Dara has
second
seen it
location?
already. Can you hear me?
I switched to using my laptop, so I
I
think
didn't get the
I
second
don't.
one. Under more and
Here, you
Yes,
either
sorry,
check
please,
under
can
more.
you
more.
come
Can you see my
again?
screen?
Under more
Or up here, you click on these three things after download. Can you see my screen? Ebon, can you see my screen?
David, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
See your screen.
Okay. Okay.
Did you find it there?
Yes, I can. And I found it. I found it.
Okay, good. So once you get there, just click on it, click connect, then click connect. It's going to open.
Yes, I have. I've seen it.
Okay. So once you log in, create your accounts, blah, 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 right? Now, browse mockups, right? Depending on what you're trying to do. So obviously, we're trying to make an envelope. Okay.
Check now. Okay, browse.
Okay, so what you want to do is come here. Since we've connected it already, just come down here and let me see. Has everyone logged in or created an account?
Yeah. Mhm.
Yes. Yes,
Yes.
David.
So
Okay, let me
okay, so what's happening? I'm wondering what's happening. I'll find anything. Okay, so I'm continuing Google. I wonder what's happening.
Sorry. Hi, David.
Yeah, can
You
you hear
want
me?
you are looking for it on Canva, right? It's no longer in that place where it was before because you just connected. Just tap the three dots again. Tap the three dots again.
Yeah, I did. I had
I'll
to
show you
reload
where I
it.
found it. It's oh no. It's no more there. It's under
Oh,
share.
it's under C hole,
See
yeah.
how yes. Because you've
Sorry.
now connected. Yeah.
Skip my mind. So, okay. So yeah, now you connect to your smart mockups directly. Okay. So once you click save, it's going to open up in smart mockups and then you have a mock-up of what it looks like.
Wait, can you say what you said again?
I said once you click save, it's going to open up in see. Once you click save, can you see it's showing view in smart mockups? Can you see this?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, can you see it?
Yes,
I can see it.
Oh, okay.
So just click view in smart mockups and it's going to open up. And then it's going to show you many different things. So you have to select what you want it to look. So it's applying the design to everything, right? So you need to figure out what you want to use it for exactly. So just ensure that you find envelope. Okay, so you can see this here.
Yeah.
So you have to try to find an envelope that is kind of like the type we're looking for.
I think this first one is not bad. And there's another one with this gold background. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
but
like
There's
the
that one.
I'm not finding the exact size.
Okay, the exact size.
Yeah, because it's like it's a DL envelope. Okay, so I can find a DL envelope here, which is strange because they should have. Is there another name for envelope in another country?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Is it possible to adjust, like the way this design has shown on all these cards now? Is it possible to crop, like adjust how it looks on a particular card?
Yeah, you can only adjust that from Canva itself. So you'll have to change, for example, like it would be much easier if we used maybe like business card, for example, because there are a lot of business card mockups. So let's
Okay.
see. This is the business card, right? Where's the other side? This business card. Or even letterhead, right? Look at this letterhead, for example. If you open the smart mockups, right? There should be more letterheaded mockups. So just do letterhead, or let's do paper. I think showing paper. Let's see. Here is smart mockups. Supposed to open. So it starts to show it on everything. So just figure out desktop, no laptop, no tablet, magazine, phone, face masks. No, 1,000 times. No. What we're looking for is letter print business, blah blah blah. Okay, we're supposed to see. Let's check on that brochures and sheets. All right, so yeah, this will work, but it's in A5. So we have to find, yeah, so this is letterhead, except this is not the exact size because it's supposed to be A4. Okay, so this is a more proper size, right? So this is what we're going to use for your letterhead design, okay? And basically, you just download the image. Let's download it as medium quality. So you have your image mock-up that you can use for your portfolio. right? So when you're working on your portfolio, for example, come to templates. Don't be surprised you find the portfolio templates. And if you don't find, so portfolio presentation, no surprise. So, so this is a graphic designer portfolio, right? So you can see, and this has a lot of animations as well. So CV, blah, 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 blah. So you now start to add your works. So obviously you've downloaded your image already. So you just insert your image. And then you can replace, right? So then you don't need to replace there. You just need to adjust. So in this case, what you want to do is do something like this. Right, since it's a because of the aspect ratio, right, we might need to keep it in landscape so it shows properly. Yeah. And then you figure out how you work with it, okay? Depending on the size of your design. So I'm going to share my portfolio on the group, and you can replicate it, you can create something similar, but ensure that you make something as good as that. Now, what I'm going to use to ensure that I have the one-on-one with everybody is when you're done with your portfolio, you send it to me and we'll go over it together and finish up, and then we're done with this course forever and ever. All right? Are we good?
Yes, sir.
All right. So if you want to use this to do a website, for example, look at this as it is like this, right? Imagine I wanted to make this a
I'm
website.
so sorry, David. Is this in Canva? This is Canva, right?
Yeah, it's Canva.
Okay. Where did you get this from?
Weren't you watching the screen?
No, I'm so
Portfolio
sorry.
present.
I looked away for a minute or so.
Search for portfolio on that templates.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
You find this.
Thank you.
So what you do is come to present, right? Are you watching? Please watch, pay attention. Come to present. So there's standard autoplay and presenter view. That's for if you want to do like a viewing presentation. Now, if you want to make it look like a website, right? What you want to do is copy link to view. Okay. So if you copy the link to view, right? Hold on, I'm coming. Where you copy this link to, it's going to show like this. Okay. So if I go to somewhere like bits, how many of you know bits.ly?
Yeah.
Right, bit.ly can help you change the name of the link. Okay, so if I want to log into basically just create an account. You can change the name of your link. Okay, so shorten your link, right? Website is not moving what's happening. Okay, I'm trying to load this again. So I'm going to just, let's say, log in with my Gmail. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to create a link. This is the, sorry, this is long URL, right? I'm going to change the title to David Rotimi's portfolio. Yeah. And then I'm going to edit the link. David R portfolio. Right. So this is going to be my big link. Okay. So I'm just going to save this. Okay, it has been taken. David Row portfolio. Let's see. So this has been edited. This is the new link. Okay, so I'm just going to copy this. If I copy this and I paste this new link anywhere, it's going to lead straight back to here. Okay. Do you understand what I just did? Hello?
Yes, I understand.
I can't hear you.
I mean, the network is really bad, but I believe when I rewatch it, I would understand.
You were able to follow what I just did.
Yes, the network is really bad.
Where did you lose me?
Where you when you came here to the what's it called? To Beats what's it called? Websites. When you came to their page, then the thing started breaking, started cracking.
Okay, so this is what I said. From Canva, right? You copy the link of the presentation.
Yes.
All right. You go to bit.ly, you create a new link. There's a place here called paste long URL. You paste the long URL that we just copied. Okay. Now it's going to show title. Whatever that URL title is what's going to show here. So before it was something jargons. I changed it to David Rotimi's portfolio. Right? And then here it was numbers. I changed this to David Row portfolio. Okay. And then I clicked save. All right. Now, and I'm going to click copy. When I copy, it's going to copy this link. All right. Now, after copying it, I'm going to paste that same link on the internet, bit.ly/David Row portfolio. Okay. And then I click enter. And it leads me straight to where I was.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yes.
All right. So now, if you change the presentation style to autoplay, for example, right? And you click present, it's going to be changing every 5 seconds. Okay. Can you see that? Yeah.
Yes.
And you know, I've explained how animations work, right? So this is basic animation that's showing which is coming first, second, or third. Remember I showed you animations, yeah?
Yes.
Exactly. So I'm going to stop sharing, right? Now, if I go to the same link that I created earlier, bit.ly/Davido's portfolio.
Please, did you turn off your screen?
No, you can't see my screen.
Oh, I don't know if I'm the only one. Sure.
You say you stopped sharing the screen.
Oh, no, I didn't do it. Let me find out what's happening. Okay. Hold on. Can you see it now?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Right now, here where it shows present, right? If you change this to, okay, hold on. There's share, if now that's for if you want to do a presentation, okay. Typically you wouldn't use that for an actual website, okay, except maybe if you're presenting something and you don't want it to look tacky. Okay, now if you're trying to create a website in the actual sense of a website, right, for yourself, you come to, you click on website. All right, did you see where I was?
Can you repeat that?
Come again.
Can you repeat that? Like where you, how you get to website? Okay.
Here, just three things here.
Okay.
You can see website.
Yes.
Click website, right? Now it's going to ask you for web style, right? If you do web style, it's going to work like a presentation. The same representation works, okay? If you change this to scrolling, let me show you what scrolling looks like. Scrolling, click open website, right? Now, this is what it looks like. It's going to act like a proper website. Do you get? But what's showing is just your slides. Do you understand? Is it clear what's happening? Hello?
Yes, it is.
Okay, right?
Please, I mean, we're going to have the recorded clip of this class, right?
Yes.
Oh,
I
yeah.
I think I don't know if it's my own network, but it's really dragging, and I feel like I'm missing a lot. So that's why I'm asking.
Yeah, there'll be a recording.
Okay, fair enough.
So did you see?
So I don't back and forth.
Come again?
No, I was asking so that I don't keep taking us back and forth because I feel my network is dragging. I don't know if it's mine or it's general, but I'm having issues with the network. So, but I'm still in the class anyways.
Okay, all right. So if you want to change this to like classic navigation, right? Now this is where it starts to get more complex. You can create navigation like a regular website. All right. So click open websites. Now the exact same thing you're going to do is what you're going to do with your link. Okay. So this link is the link to your website. And then what you can do is you can change it. So all the different sheets of your page are different pages. Do you understand? Can you see what's happening here? Is anybody following?
David,
Yeah.
Website where you went to is under the 3 dots
Yes.
place, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
But
I'm
can
here to
anybody
find
see
it.
what's happening on my screen?
Yes.
So once you change the name here, so if you change this to my website or David Rose website, right? And you save. If I come here and I reload, it's going to change the name. Hold on. It's supposed to change. Okay, so I'll come here and view website and see. Classic navigation. Can you see it has changed already? Yeah. Hello.
Hello, I can hear you.
Okay, good. So yeah, so that has changed, right? Now that's classic navigation. If you come to standard single page sites with navigation bar and you open websites, right? It's going to work very differently. You can see every page just scrolling seamlessly. So the implication of this is if you make the background white for all your pages, it's going to look like, what's it going to look like? Anybody, what's it going to look like if you make the background white for all your pages and you start adding all the elements individually? Okay, let's see what that looks like, right? If we do page 1 and we change the background to, we delete the background, we make it white, right? And remove all the squares, all these lines, okay? I come here, do the same thing, come here, do the same thing. I shorten this, stops here. Come here, do the same thing. I shorten this, goes up, right? Come here, do the same thing. Keep this here. Or bring this up and it stops here. Come here, do the same thing, delete this. Keep that one, right? If I go to website and I use same standard, right? And I open website, it's going to look like everything is on the same page. Do you understand? It's just going to give you that effect of looking as if they're not individual slides, even though they're actual slides. So what you need to do is depending on what you want to achieve. And here you still have your menu bar. So portfolio is going to go to portfolio straight. Menu, if it's notable projects, it's going to notable projects. Now this is only going to work well for web. All right. So if you actually want to design your website, okay, you go to home, right? Because your website is typically going to show on mobile most times, right? So let's do website. Okay. If you do mobile first websites, right, it's going to work like your phone, kind of like Insta story. Okay, so imagine we open this as our website, for example. Okay, and that's because you want it to work well on phone. This website that we just did is going to work well on desktop. It will not be great on your phone. Okay, I've shown you how to work with your link. All right, do you understand what I'm saying? So if you publish as website, for example, you come to standard and you hold on. and you open websites, right? Most of the work that you will have to do is then going to be editing the content, you know, all those other things. I'm still waiting for it to load. Okay, so this is what it looks like now, right? On your phone, obviously, it's going to look nicer because it's a smaller device. Okay, but it works well on laptop and it also works well on phone. Okay, so you can see that you have your icons here, your menu bars here. Okay. Good, yeah. Huh? Very good. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you understand this so far? Ebony, you're raising up your hand. Do you have a question?
No, it was. I've asked what I wanted to ask. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
For the website, where you got it from?
Okay. So yeah, that's it basically. From here, you definitely just have to adjust it based on your preference. Create what you want to add, what you want to remove, you know, all those things, just to ensure that you have it look the way you want it to look. Okay. And I think I'm practically done. I will share my portfolio on. I'll share my portfolio on the group so that I'll share my portfolio on the group so that everyone can make reference. Everyone can make reference to it for yours. So include every design that we've done from the flyers. So obviously, if you know for the flyers, you make reference to a flyer mockup on the website. For a social media design, you find the social media template on Smart Mockups. Obviously, you'll be stuck with the free ones if you don't pay for the premium. But the free ones also work as well, depending on what you're trying to achieve. And for the sake of your portfolio, I think that's fine if you're starting out. Okay. So does any other person have any other question at this point? No. All right, let's bring class on then. Thank you, everyone. Have a nice day, everyone.
Thank you, DR.
Thank you.